When he reaches out after weeks, months, or even years of silence, your heart races. It's the message you thought about, the call you imagined. But now that it's here, uncertainty floods your mind. What does he want? Why now? More importantly, what should you do? Too many women make the same mistake when he contacts them. They react based on emotion instead of clarity. They respond from a place of longing, guilt, or unresolved feelings rather than from a place of strength and self-awareness. So before you even think about replying, before you let hope or anger cloud your judgment, there are 3 questions you must ask yourself. 3 questions that will reveal your hidden self and protect your heart from repeating the past. The first question is, what do I truly want from this interaction? Not what your emotions want in the moment, not what your loneliness whispers, but what your highest, strongest self desires. Do you seek closure? Do you want validation? Do you still hope for reconciliation? Be brutally honest. Too often, women respond without understanding their own true intentions, leading to disappointment when the conversation doesn't go as imagined. If you don't know what you want, you will fall into his agenda instead of following your own. You must define your desires clearly, because if you don't, someone else will decide for you. The second question is, why did things end, and has anything truly changed? It's easy to romanticize the past when someone reappears. Nostalgia can be deceptive. Time fades the pain and highlights the good, making you forget the reason things fell apart. But before you open the door again, ask yourself, has he actually changed, or is this just a cycle repeating itself? More importantly, have you changed? If you still carry the same wounds, the same insecurities, the same unmet needs, you will walk into the same story with a different chapter title. Growth is the only way to break patterns. Without it, history will repeat itself, and you will find yourself right back where you started. The third and most important question is, what truth have I been avoiding about this relationship? We all have blind spots, especially in love. Maybe you convinced yourself he just needed time, that he was afraid of commitment, that he loved you but didn't know how to show it. But love is not just words, it's action, consistency, and effort. If he disappeared without explanation, if he treated you as an option rather than a priority, if he made you question your worth, then the truth is already there. You don't need another conversation to confirm it. You don't need to hear his excuses to justify his absence. The real question is, are you willing to face the truth you've been avoiding? Too many times, women make the mistake of hoping that his return means something more than it actually does. But a man's return doesn't always mean he has changed, that he values you more, or that he regrets losing you. Sometimes it simply means he's curious. Sometimes he's lonely. Sometimes he wants reassurance that he still has access to you. This is why the most dangerous mistake you can make when he contacts you is assuming that his intentions match your hopes. Your mind will try to fill in the blanks. You'll wonder if he misses you the way you missed him, if he's finally realized your worth. But ask yourself, what evidence do I have that he has truly changed? Has he taken accountability for the past? Has he made any effort beyond just showing up? Or is he hoping that you'll welcome him back without question? Words are easy, but effort requires consistency. If he truly wants another chance, he will prove it over time, not just through a message in the middle of the night. The mistake many women make is responding too quickly without considering whether they are about to re-enter a cycle that once broke them. Your emotions will try to convince you to reply instantly, to grasp at the chance of something new. But pause, breathe. Let logic guide you, not just longing. If you always respond the way you did before, the cycle will continue. But if you stop, reflect, and ask yourself these 3 questions, you gain control over the narrative. You become the one who decides, not the one who is waiting to be chosen. Silence is also an answer. If you choose not to respond, that is a statement in itself. You are saying, I have healed beyond this conversation. I do not need closure from someone who could not provide it before. And that kind of strength is rare. Most people respond out of habit, not intention. But when you master the art of intentional silence, you reclaim your power. So think about the last time he contacted you. Did you feel peace afterward? Or did it leave you with more questions than answers? This is a critical sign. If someone's presence in your life creates more confusion than clarity, they are not meant to be there. True connection brings peace, not constant overanalysis. When someone values you, you don't have to wonder how they feel about you. They make it clear through their actions. If he's contacting you now, but his past behavior was filled with mixed signals, inconsistency, and emotional distance, then what has truly changed? A text message does not erase a history of neglect. And yet, here is the hardest truth. You don't need to prove your worth to him. Many women respond out of a subconscious desire to be chosen, to show him they were the best thing he let go of. But you were already valuable when he left. You were already worthy when he ignored your worth. Your response is not about him, it's about you. Are you responding from a place of self-love or from a place of seeking validation? If he truly values you now, he will do more than just reappear. He will be intentional, he will be consistent, he will acknowledge the past and work to correct it. But if his return is simply a test to see if he still has access to you, then your response is the answer he's looking for. The more you feed his ego, the more he learns that you are always available, no matter how he treats you. Here's what you need to understand. His return is not the victory. Your growth is. If you are still the same person who once tolerated inconsistency, then you will fall into the same trap. But if you have grown, if you have learned, then your response will reflect that. You will not settle for breadcrumbs when you deserve a feast. You will not allow nostalgia to blind you to reality. You will not mistake familiarity for love. So what do you do when he contacts you? You pause, you breathe, you ask yourself, what do I truly want from this? Has anything actually changed? What truth have I been avoiding? If you can answer these honestly, then your decision will be clear. Maybe you choose to engage, but only with boundaries and clarity. Maybe you choose silence because you realize the conversation serves no purpose in your growth. Either way, the power is now in your hands. This is not just about him, it's about you. It's about the version of yourself that you are becoming, the one who does not chase, who does not beg, who does not lower her standards for a temporary feeling of validation, the one who knows her worth without needing someone else to confirm it. Because here is the ultimate truth. The greatest mistake you can make when he contacts you is thinking that his message is more important than your growth. The real question is not why he reached out, it's why you would even consider responding. Are you the same woman who once waited for his attention? Or are you the woman who has moved beyond needing it? The choice is yours. Choose yourself.